Welcome back to Mac Media Day. Chad Bush here with Lincoln Hansen, one of the captains of the Eastern Michigan Football Club. And Lincoln, first off, congratulations on your honors from a year ago, third-team All-MAC, and congratulations on your honor as a captain here, one of three in this 2014 ball club.
Thank you. It's an absolute honor, and it's nothing I take lightly.
Well, a lot of experience, and a guy who's going to anchor the right side of the line at right tackle. This looks to be the strength of the ball club, the offensive line. Talk about it through the spring and through the offseason, how you all have stayed in communication and worked together in hopes of having a winning season.
Well, with everything we've been through, we take a lot of pride in the fact that we can really anchor down our offense and just everything we bring to the table in our experience, how many games we've had played between all of us, and just being able to run the ball is something we really take a lot of pride in. It's just something we love being together. Some of the guys I'm playing with, I've been with since my first day on campus, and it's just awesome and it's an honor to be able to play next to these guys, and it's a blast.
This is a very good-sized line. 4 of your 5 starters, 6'6", or better, 300 or better or bigger. So is this the biggest line in the conference, and is this the biggest line you've been a part of?
Without a doubt, it's the biggest one I've ever been a part of. At one point this spring, I was the smallest guy, the lightest guy on the line. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable, and I think we're going to give it a run for the biggest line in the conference, and it's going to be exciting to see what happens.
We know about the size, and we know that is important, but there's other intangibles, agility, aggressiveness, poise, etc. Talk about the strength outside of the size of this line.
I would say the agility. We have a lot of athleticism, but mostly just a lot of character. A lot of guys who are just care about each other, want to win, and just are willing to do anything it takes to win. And it's just that brotherhood that we have together, and what we've been through just lifts us up.
You talk about the brotherhood. How much has Chris Creighton, your new head coach, been a big factor in bringing that brotherhood together?
Oh, unbelievable. When he first got here, one of the first things he stressed is that, love needs to be a part of the game. And I absolutely agree. Couldn't agree more. And, one of our winter goals was just to grow even closer as a family. And that was one of the things we did. And without a doubt, there's love in that locker room. And absolutely, he has been a key part of that.
A football coach that doesn't believe in profanity and believes in love. Two things you don't see often from a head football coach. How neat, how fun is that to be a part of a head coach that believes in those types of things?
Oh, it's awesome. It's a completely different atmosphere, one I've never been a part of, and it's unbelievable, just the kind of experience it is, and it truly is a positive environment, and those kind of things get you a whole lot further than fear, hate, and negativity do. You're
also on the Lombardi watch list, and so that's a big, high expectation for you and the offensive line. What does that mean to you? And have you looked at some of the other folks on that list and just kind of been in awe to be a part of that class? Yeah. And is it a goal of yours to win this trophy?
I mean, it's an absolute honor just to get even named to this list. It's something that, when I came in, didn't even know if that was a possibility. And it's so humbling to me to be able to be a part of that. Looking at some of the names on there, to be considered, in rank with those guys is awesome to me. And yeah, absolutely, that's a goal of mine, to win that. And if I could do that, that'd be unbelievable. If not, it's just another reason to keep working. Just another validation of my hard work, but also just keeps pushing me.
You were a top 15 kid coming out of the state of Nebraska, according to Scout.com. Highly accoladed into this recruiting class. Now you're a senior, and now you've gotten an opportunity to be a part of this ball club where maybe you haven't seen as high prospects. Yeah. What do you see on this offensive line, and what do you see from a talent standpoint of where it will rank?
There's a lot of heart, and heart doesn't really get measured sometimes by Scout.com and rivals, and so that's a lot of intangibles that you don't see, but we have the skills that I think we get slept on a little bit just because of who we are and where we're from, but I just think we're going to surprise a lot of people, and we're going to create a lot of excitement as an offensive line.
You were a little bit more run-heavy last year, maybe a little more pass-happy this year. What is it in the new offense that you see that's the most exciting to you and that will give you all the most production this season?
I like our speed to the ball. I like that we are trying to get that ball off as fast as possible whenever we can. The no-huddle element is something that I think is going to really change things in this league, and I think it's going to shock a lot of defenses, and I think it's going to give us a huge upper hand.
You're a psychology major and a business major. How much of psychology comes into being a football player and being an offensive lineman, grinding it out the hot summer days of August, the dog days of camp, and late in the season when you've got nothing left? Talk about that.
Oh, it's I see a lot of tie-ins when I'm learning something. I can almost always see a direct correlation to the field. You know, being an offensive lineman, we don't have stats, we don't get accolades. When my name's getting called during a game, it's typically either the starting lineups or I got a hold or something. So, you know, not a lot of praise in that regard. But you know, you gotta intrinsically motivate yourself, and that's something we learn about and we talk about a lot as a team. And that's something that I've definitely been able to bring from my major into this sport.
Lincoln Hansen, born in Lincoln, Nebraska. Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck this year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Chad Bush for All Access. Back to you.